Mike Dunleavy, who coached the Lakers, is the general manager here. And what a nice man he is. This will be a good game, I think. They got great rebounding up front. And both teams are pretty strong in that division up front. Hugh Hollins, the veteran, will toss it up. Hughie lives about a 9-iron from the Forum. He was a spectator last night in Chicago. Hughie makes sure everybody is out of the restraining area, and up we go. They both steal it, and they'll jump again.
Well, Sherman Douglas doing something I'm surprised many other teams haven't done. Instead of just letting Nick Van Exel stay back there by himself so Shaq can tip it to him, Sherman Douglas is back there with Nick, so now we'll see.
I can't believe that the other teams haven't done that. The ball is tipped and it goes to Robinson. Robinson went to Purdue. His junior year, which was his last year in college, he averaged 30 points a game. He's got the ball. He's against Kersey. In low is Allen. The ball comes out in front to Vin Baker. He's against Campbell. Now over to the little rookie Allen. Bounce on the knees. Jones tried a kamikaze steal, missed it, and it's an easy basket.
A little pin down, and they switched on the play, and Robinson gets the dunk.
Van Exel has the ball and brings it out in front to Kersey. Kersey brings it over to Eddie Jones. Almost traveled with the ball. Allen's on him, the rookie. Jones pushes him off. The ball goes in low to Campbell. Campbell backing in on Baker. Campbell turns, and Baker knocks the ball out of his hand, and Campbell says, I was fouled. The ball picked up by Robinson. Gives the ball to Douglas. Sherman Douglas almost became a Laker 3 years ago. Now the ball to Allen, the rookie. This kid is awfully good and going to get a lot better. Played at Connecticut with the Lakers' Travis Knight. Now here's a dribble drive, stopped. Vin Baker's 18-foot jumper is no good. The rebound is pulled down nicely by Eddie Jones to Van Exel, coming off a great game. Into Shaq. Shaq against Baker. Shaq double team. Right-hand hook is good from 10 feet to the right of the goal. Nice baseline jumper.
Well, Vin Baker looked up and he was guarding Shaq, and he was asking for help. Didn't get it in time.
It's 2-2, and Robinson has it. Screen is put up by Lang. Robinson around it. 20-footer has to. Oh, it did bank in. He missed the shot of about 2 feet.
I don't think he tried that.
No, he didn't try it at all. Van Exel with it front court. The ball goes into Shaq. Shaq backing in, comes down the middle underneath. He misses a layup. Rebound is off. Chase and out of bounds off of Shaq. Shaq's basket here a minute ago is the first one he had made in 24 minutes. They didn't give him the ball, though. How can you make? You can't score without the ball. Douglas has got the ball. Douglas has it in the front court. The score is 4-2. Here's a dribble drive by Douglas. Down the middle, puts it up and gets a two-pointer out of it. Nice play. He's playing very well, they tell me here. And the score is 6-2. The Lakers are behind. Now Van Exel with it, out to Campbell, dribble drive down the middle. Oh, what a great left-hand slam. Beautiful play.
You notice he went up with the ball in his right, but he switches his head. That's his strongest hand, the one he can grip it the best with, and he hammered it home.
6-4, the Lakers trail it. Baseline, the rookie Allen pops it up and puts it in from 20 feet. Allen, the third best scorer in this club, is averaging 13 a game. Van Exel with it. He goes around one man in deep, throws up. Oh, a left-hander at the baseline after nailing Douglas to the floor with a head and shoulder fake. Boy, Van Exel's having some good first quarter. In the first quarters of the last 6 games, he's averaged 11 points. Douglas down the middle, fouled by Van Exel as he goes to shoot. Douglas is very quick. He acts like he hurt himself in that play.
Well, I think he's all right. He's getting to the free throw line to shoot, too. He looks in much better condition this year, as Nick Van Exel really did a job on him on the other end, left him out there, and then coming down, Douglas gets Nick to commit to foul.
Douglas free throw is good. That gives him 3 points in the contest and advances the Bucks lead to 9-6. 9:28 to play in the first 12-minute segment.
Averaging 11.6 assists this season, but more importantly, shooting 52% from the field.
Free throw no good this time. Rebound to Shaq O'Neal. O'Neal gives the ball to Van Exel. Good transition defensively. Van Exel comes in deep all the way, lays it up. No. Tip by Campbell. A good try. No. The ball is off to Allen. Allen in the front court. His name is Ray. He changes direction. He goes to the base and loses Jones. He comes back and throws it under the basket. Good pass. Basket counts. Foul.
If that's on Nick, that's 2 quick ones.
The foul is on Nick. When you're a tired player, you commit fouls that you ordinarily don't commit. I'm not saying Nick is tired, but I'm not saying he's not. We didn't get up here last night on that bus ride till around 1:30. Baker with the ball.
Trying to get the three-point play to stretch the lead to 12-6.
They've doubled the lead here, and we've played only 2 minutes and 49 seconds. Coming with the ball in the front court, walking it down the floor this time is Van Exel. Van Exel having a banner year. Van Exel bounced the ball to Jones, goes through the key, comes in deep, a great layup, and it comes out. Rebound is off to Campbell. Slam dunk with the left hand again.
Nice job by Eldon. Eddie was there, just didn't get the shot to go for him. Made a nice move, and the offensive rebound is put back.
12-8, the Lakers are behind, and here is Douglas with the ball. They're looking for their 14th win of the year. Douglas down the middle around Van Exel, puts it up and in again. With 2 fouls, Van Exel a handcuff now.
And Chris Ford will milk that forever.
They're going to take him out. They got to take him out. Common sense says to take you out with 2 fouls here in the first 3 minutes. All right, the ball into Shaq. Shaq backing in on Lang. Bounce down the middle, good play, and we got a foul in the lane. The foul should be on Douglas. It is on Douglas.
What a pass.
Oh,
that pass was almost, I mean, Douglas knew the pass was coming and still couldn't do anything about it.
A disappointed Van Exel goes to the bench with his second foul, and in comes the rookie Derek Fisher, who played very well in Chicago last night in the minutes that he had. The ball is into Fisher. He's not afraid of anything or anybody. This little bulldog, I call him. Here's a whistle and a foul. They're going to call Baker for a ticky-tack. Perhaps. Yep, it's Baker, ticky-tack, holding Campbell, who was posting up. Kersey will take it out. It must seem funny to the Lakers to be able to get the ball in the front court. They didn't have much experience after the third quarter last night in that regard. Fisher's got the ball. Fisher takes it over to Kersey. Turn and shoot a 20-footer. That's good. That's the kind of shot they needed from him last night. Did not get. It's 14-10. The Lakers are behind.
Well, there are nights when your shot just isn't working for you.
That's
you
right.
have to do other things.
Ask Michael Jordan.
That was a good point.
Douglas has got the ball.
Night.
Douglas is against Fisher. Douglas yo-yoing up and down. Whips the ball in low. Baker's got it. He turns, shoots, 2-shot foul. Basket counts. Campbell says he's telling Hugh Hollins, stay away from him, Eldon. You're going to get a tee. The basket counts. The foul is on Campbell. And for Campbell, that's his first foul.
Well, I mean, again, I thought that was a foul. You use your shoulder to try to stop the progress of the offensive player. You're going to get a foul on that generally every time. Continuation play in effect. Count the basket. Send him to the line for a three-point opportunity.
Baker averages 23 points a game. He makes the free throw, and in this ball game, he already has 6 points. As the free throw gives them their biggest lead of the night, it's 17-10. Here's Eddie Jones dribbling against Allen. That'll be good experience for both of them. Timeout, the Lakers. 20-second timeout. A 20-second timeout. We'll be back on the Lakers Basketball Network.
One of these has your name on it, and it's working its merry way to your office right now. It's an invitation from their company to your company, promising big savings over AT&T. There's just one thing missing from the envelope. The big savings. Maybe they got lost in the mail. Has a discount long-distance company offered you big savings? Call us for the facts.
17-10, the Bucks leading the Lakers. It's a simulcast. Frank Pollock and Scott Pfeiffer heading up the details there, technically speaking. And Susan Stratton is the director-producer for Channel 9. Thank you for giving us the greatest ratings that we've had in basketball in last night's game. Marvelous. We got the ball belonging to Fisher. Bounce it to Jones. Jones in low to Shaq. Shaq on a give and go didn't give it back to Jones. He's coming down the middle with power. I mean power. Puts it up and it's no good. It might have been blocked. I don't know if Lang got a finger on it or not. Douglas stops, throws it high for the slam dunk. Great play, a Laker play, but it turns into the hands this time of Douglas to Vin Baker, and Baker's got 8 points. Nice play. And they lead it 19-10. Dribble drive and the foul outside on Baker, and he's hollering, but he's mad at himself, not the ref.
Well, that's what happens when you, even though you're 6'11", you have to learn to play with your knees flexed, and he was straight up. Eldon got the ball, made a quick move. Because he wasn't in a defensive position, he got the foul. But he was in an offensive position on that last play, the lob pass from Sherman Douglas. Baker throws it down. At 2 fouls on Baker.
He's out of the game.
He's got to go to the foul.
Here comes a guy that you've seen everywhere, including UNLV. He is Armand Gilliam, 6'9", 260, a 10-year veteran and having a real good year. He's been with Philadelphia, Charlotte, And here's the ball knocked loose. Free ball. Allen digs it out. In the backcourt, he gives the ball to Douglas, who's been a factor in this game. Over to Gilliam. His 20-footer. That's good. They're shooting like the Lakers were last night in the first quarter. 21-10, the Lakers are behind. And we got Fisher looking into Shaq. Takes it in there. Shaq holds it up. Lang's bumping him. Shaq's underneath. Puts it up and in. Shaq turning to the left and making an easy shot. Single coverage. Lang and not many people can stop Shaq. And that includes Rodman.
Yeah, they're giving him a chance to start off at single coverage. You can always go
pass over to Allen. He's unguarded. He fires and didn't get the three-pointer. Oh, that was a break. He had a wide open target. All right, Eddie Jones has the ball. 21-12, the Lakers trail it. Jones dribbling, pick and roll, didn't give it to Shaq. Now he does in low against Gilliam. He'll back Gilliam in, that's for sure. He does, slam dunk. Gilliam's like a pawn in chess in that play. It's 21-14 as the Lakers pulled it within a touchdown. 6:10 left to play in the first quarter. You think they don't love the Green Bay Packers here? Wow. Here's the ball to Gilliam. Yes, Stu?
I was going to say, Shaq's telling the official about how about a foul, and the official's telling him, let's keep it quiet or you'll get a check.
Jump shot outside by Robinson. Hits a 20-foot jumper. So the two big guns have been popping away. Here's a dribble drive by Kersey. In deep. Bank shot. No, the rebound's off. And Shaq had it, but it's knocked out of his hand by Lang. Here comes the little guy, Allen. Allen underneath to Douglas. His bounce pass. That's overpassing. Kicking the ball is the rule. Reset to 24, and we get a timeout.
Yeah, and with this timeout, with 5:40 left to go in the first quarter, the Lakers see themselves down by 9. It's 23-14 on the Lakers Basketball Network. Well, you said the Lakers are shooting, or the Bucks are shooting. They're really shooting at 10 out of 12, 83%. The Lakers 7 out of 13, 54%.
All right, the ball. Robinson has it in the front court. The Lakers are down 23-14. We've played 6.5 minutes. Gilliam came on the bench, off of the bench, and knocked in a 20-footer. Here's the ball handled over here on the side by Robinson. Dribble drive on Kersey. Comes in deep, puts up a 15-footer, and scores that. That gives him 8 points in the ball game without a miss. 4 baskets. And the Lakers trail it by 11 for the second time. 25-14. Here is a foul, holding foul on Allen, the rookie. He'll be our guest at halftime. Nice kid.
Well, they catch Armand Gilliam on a hold. That's his first foul as he checked into the ball game for Vin Baker.
A 11-point lead again. Second time we've had that many. Here's the ball in to Fisher. Fisher, a gamester, pass underneath to Jones. He turns. He puts up a 5-footer that's short. The rebound is off to Allen. Ray is his first name. He's in the front court. Comes in deep. Comes all the way. Feeds the ball to Douglas. Douglas swoops it up. It's no good. Tipped by Lang. No. Great try. They look awfully good, don't they? I said they're improved. You know that now, don't you, for sure? The Lakers find a loose ball and pick it up. 3 men are on the floor. They're all up now, but Jones is in the front court. And the Lakers are really getting a test here tonight. I'll tell you that. This club is ready and eager. Rested from last night. Shaq in low, throws in a right-hand hook, a short hook of 2 feet, and Shaq has made 4 out of 6 shots. That's more shots than he got in the entire second half and overtime last night. That's sinful. 25-16 is the score.
How you really feel?
Just like that. Robinson's 20-footer. That's no good. Hits his first miss, and the rebound is off to the Lakers, and here comes Kersey and Fisher with the ball. The odds are against anything, and so he gives the ball to Campbell. Campbell holds it up and brings it out to Kersey. He hit his only shot attempt. Maybe he tried a bank that he missed, too. 1 out of 2. The ball goes in low to Shaq. They reach in. They foul him. He scores. Oh, what a play. That guy that was on his back is 6'11", 260.
Strictly a muscle play there, Chick. He just overpowered the defender that time, and that defender, Andrew Lang, as he just goes up and gets it to come home. He goes to the line, see if he can complete the 3-point play. That's just a great individual effort.
Oh, that sure was. I said the guy that was fouling him was only 260. He's 275, Lang. Free throw is good. Kobe is in the ball game. Kobe Bryant, high school kid, 18 years of age, 6'6", 202. He got a few lessons in defense last night. Let's see what he does here tonight. He may give somebody else some offensive lessons. We got Douglas with the ball. Screen. Douglas' 20-foot jumper. That's good. They are red red hot, just like the Lakers were in Chicago last night.
Yeah, 11 out of 15 shooting for the Bucks.
Same thing. The Lakers led at the end of the quarter, 36-22. They led at the end of the third quarter by 18. Here's the ball kicked out of bounds by the defender, and with him out of bounds too, Kobe. He got bailed out on that play. And now it's 27-19. The Lakers trail it. Kobe Bryant, good-looking kid, isn't he? His hands are cold. Come to Milwaukee, outside. You get cold all over. Fisher with it. Bounced the ball badly. Horrible pass taken by Gilliam. He's on his way. Boy, is he in good shape. Give to Allen. Allen down the middle. Raked away by Campbell. Allen can't handle it on the roll, and it's out of bounds. Good play by Eldon.
Eldon reached in, knocked the ball off of the leg of Allen.
We got with us on our working crew for Channel 9, Pat Rondow, and his mother is watching in L.A., Dorothy, and we wish her and all mothers a great Christmas. All right, Fisher with the ball. Fisher brings the ball off to Bryant. In low to Shaq. Give and go. Shaq kept it. Holds it in one hand like a peach. Down the middle, throws it up and in. Shaq's having a real good quarter. That's 13 points for him here in the first quarter. Last night in the first quarter, he had 10. Now we got the ball in the front court, and the guy that's running the show and doing a good job has it. His name is Sherman Douglas. Against the sideline to Allen. Allen can be a point guard as well as the two guard, which he's playing tonight, the two spot. Here's a dribble drive by Robinson. He comes underneath. He fakes. He puts it up and gets it. Robinson is 5 out of 6 from the floor. 29-21. The Lakers are behind. Fisher front court. You wonder why Van Exel isn't in there. He got 2 fouls in the first 3 minutes. Bad pass by Campbell, but Shaq went to meet it. Now it's a pushing match inside. Shaq trips, comes underneath, puts it up. No whistle. Rebound to Bryant. They block the shot. Douglas blocked the shot. Pass to midcourt to Allen. 3-on-2. Allen will go the distance. He does. Blocked by Eddie Jones. We get some block at the one end when they blocked the Lakers shot. Nobody booed at all. He blocked their shot. They all booed. Ball tipped up underneath and won't go in. The rebound is off a free ball. Everybody wants it on the floor. It's first and 10 at the 15. There's a flag on the play. Here's the ball at midcourt to Jones. It's 3-on-1, including Shaq. Jones! Jones took off at the free throw line and sailed 15 feet into the sky and slammed it. Remarkable.
You talk about a highlight play. That one was a highlight play, and all of a sudden Andrew Lang becomes the poster child.
That was a high fly act. Wow. That's one of the best. Shaq blocks a shot at the other end, put up by Robinson. It comes back to Robinson. His 20-footer, that's no good. The rebound to Jones. Good, interesting quarter, 29-23. That play by Jones, that's the best play I've ever seen him make offensively, Stu, and we've seen some great ones. Dribble drive, comes in deep, take it away from him. He gets it back and blows the layup. He thought he made it, and so did we. Ball is off, taken by Lang. Lang to Douglas. Douglas comes to the front court with 1:10 left in an exciting 11 minutes. 1 minute to go. Douglas has got the ball in three-point country. Brings it over to Allen. Allen's 20-foot jumper on the way short. Rebound is off a free ball. Volleyball, beautiful by Shaq. Volleyball to Bryant. Give underneath to Campbell for the side. Can you believe that? A volleyball tap of some 20 feet with the ball from the strong fingers of Shaq.
And all of a sudden the Lakers see themselves down by only 4 with 40 seconds in the quarter.
All right, we get a whistle, and we got a 20 or what?
Got a violation of some sort.
I don't know what they called. Anyway, it's giving the Lakers the ball. Timeout is called by the Lakers. Travis Knight's coming into the game for the Lakers.
Well, you talk about playing. Eddie Jones takes off from way out, shows the ball, but says, Andrew, you don't jump high enough on the Lakers Basketball Network.
Four and a half minutes to draw within 4. They trail 29-25. All right, with the ball, Knight still in there. Knight replaced Campbell. Still in there is O'Neal. O'Neal comes out and sets a screen. Pick and roll, a bad pass thrown away by Eddie. It's saved at the baseline by Gilliam to Allen. It's 4-on-3. Now Allen is the baseline to Gilliam. Comes underneath. Shot blocked by Knight. They call a foul on either Knight or Eddie. They call it on Knight, the rookie, of course.
I tell you, that's a pretty good play by Knight, considering that the angle was there for Gilliam to go to the basket. Knight comes over. It gets nothing but ball, it seemed, but the foul was called. That's going to send Gilliam to the line. Maybe it's better they called it on Knight than Eddie, because Eddie already... No, he doesn't. I thought he already had a foul.
No, he doesn't. Yeah. He put his hand up. He wanted to take it instead of Knight, but it's good that he didn't.
Well, I think he thought he had actually fouled the guy, and he probably is the guy that fouled him.
Well, I know that Knight didn't foul him. Gilliam is an 80% free thrower, makes the free throw. Joe Wolf's coming in now. They got a good bench. Mike Dunleavy was telling me he's very happy with the starters and the bench. And here comes Joe Wolf. He's been all over the league with the Clippers, 13th player picked in the draft. He was with them 3 years. Denver, Boston, Portland, Charlotte, Orlando. Wow. He doesn't ever buy a house. He gets the rebound on the long bounce on the missed free throw by Gilliam. Now we got 12 seconds left. That was a costly rebound, but you can't do anything about it when the ball bounces clear over in the corner. Dribble drive by Robinson down the middle, 15-footer, that's good. The big dog is barking. And it's 32-25. Lakers in the front court. Shot no good at the buzzer by Fisher, and the quarter's over. The Lakers trail it by 7. And that means that Byron Scott will be the other guard, and Kobe will be playing small forward.
And that means he's going to have to guard Big Dog.
Maybe they're going to put Scott on Big Dog. Let's see.
Either way, they're going to be at a disadvantage there.
All right, here is Allen guarding Kobe Bryant, a couple of rookies. Dribble drive along the base. He's fouled. The foul is on Gilliam.
I'll tell you something about Kobe Bryant. When he gets ready to go to that baseline and turn the corner, he goes and he gets down nice and low. So defensively, if you're not ready for it, he's going to turn the corner on you. You're going to have to foul him, as he did against Armand Gilliam on this particular occasion.
And Gilliam yiped at the referee. You know, I'm really getting sick. I don't know if you are, Stu. Every player on every call practically hollering. Here's Campbell didn't shoot it in time. I don't know if they'll allow it or not.
No, they won't.
I don't think so.
No.
He should have put it up immediately, and he didn't. He wanted to use a pump fake.
Well, the pump fake was good, but you have to, when you get the defensive player up, that's when you have to start going up, so that when he's coming down and gets contact, you're already in the act. Not wait till he comes all the way down.
Okay. He didn't even get 2 free throws. All right, the ball to Van Exel. The Lakers are trailing it 32-25. Van Exel in the front court. 2 quick fouls trying to guard Douglas. Ball in low to Campbell, backing in on Chucky Brown, puts it up and in, and it will not count. Illegal defense. The Lakers line up now, 2 rookies. They got Knight and Bryant out there, and they've got a veteran, Byron Scott. They've got a 7-year player, Eldon Campbell. And, of course, Van Exel. The inbound pass to Van Exel. Half a minute gone in the second quarter. Van Exel dribbling the ball. Looks. He's trapped over there against the sideline. Gives to Knight. Out to Byron. He'll shoot a 3 on the way and good. Byron Scott knocks down the 3. Byron now on 3-pointers has made 28. What?
Coach Chris Ford just yelled at Robinson, do not leave Scott.
All right, here's Douglas out in front, 32-28 to score. Pass in low to Robinson. He's made 6 out of 9 shots. Here's a 10th shot. It's no good. The rebound is off the fingertips of Campbell. The rebound will be credited to Van Exel. He's in the front court. He gives the ball to Knight. A pretty good pass, I'll tell you that. And Knight was so surprised he missed an absolute layup. Rebound is off. Kobe gives it to Knight, and Knight has his shot blocked. And he must say, what the heck am I doing out here? Douglas goes the other way to Allen. Knight's former teammate of Connecticut. He hits a 3-pointer.
Boy, what a shooter Ray Allen is. I mean, he's got a nice delivery. His mechanics are real good, and obviously the results are the same.
That's his 25th 3-pointer of the year. Here's the ball over to Byron, 35-28, screened by Knight. Byron around that. Byron gives the ball to Campbell. He's going to go to the hole against Baker. Baker's got 2 fouls. He can't do anything about it. See him put his hands in his pocket? Boy, he really did.
And that's why you take advantage of scenarios like that.
Go into Campbell repeatedly now. And Douglas has got the ball. It's a 5-point ball game. Here's the ball in low, dribble drive down the middle, and Vin Baker puts up a bank shot that's no good, but he gets the rebound. He'll put that up and in. He's fouled. Foul should be on Knight, and I think maybe they'll get Eldon. Let's see. No, they get Knight. And Knight is a foul.
You have to have the ability to be like a pogo stick. You have to jump more than once and get off the floor quickly. Then Baker goes up the second time, gets his own offensive rebound, puts it in. 3-point opportunity. Baker
at the free throw line. Robinson's got 12 points. He's out of the game. No, he's in there. And Baker has 10, so that's 22 on the season. They average 44 between them. Out of the game, Travis Knight. Robinson goes out for a breather, met by his coach, Chris Meyer, who talks to him very calmly and trying to bring this guy around. He did not have a good year last year, and the free throw by Baker is no good. The rebound is to Campbell. Into the ball game. is Johnny Newman. He's a veteran and a pretty doggone good scorer. Johnny Newman's in for the Milwaukee Bucks. Van Exel with the ball. Van Exel dribbling against Perry. Comes in deep, throws a bank shot up. No good. Nice try on the rebound. No good. Blunt knocked it out of bounds. Corey Blunt just came on for the Lakers. As the Lakers rotation continues to, well, they work on several combinations. Newman gets the ball, gives it back to Elliot Perry. You remember him with the Phoenix Suns. This is his 5th year in the league. He's a very quick guy, and he can score from distance. He's against Van Exel. Here's the ball to Allen. Allen pass underneath, intercepted by Corey Blunt. That was not a good play by Allen. He had an open shot from 15 feet and passed it up. Van Exel dribble drive, changed direction, and throws a backhand pass out of bounds. The mustard is off the hot dog.
That was a very difficult play to complete.
Yes, I'll say it was. I don't know if we call that a play or not. All right, here we go with Perry. 37-30, same as we were at the end of the first quarter. Perry's against Van Exel. Van always drives somebody tough to guard. Ball into Baker against Campbell. Baker turns, comes to the right, and he is fouled before he shot. The foul is on Campbell. And there goes Campbell back over to the referees.
But the thing that there's the technical on Eldon.
I'm telling you, this carping at the referees, it includes the Lakers. Believe me, it includes the Lakers, but it's, I think it's infectious for all teams now. They're getting away with it too much. They didn't get away with it long here.
So the thing that created the foul chick is the fact that Baker is, instead of just backing straight in, he's going side to side, a little different movement, and that makes the defender have to keep adjusting his position as well, and Eldon gets called for the push, and the official makes the call. Eldon didn't like the call and picked up the technical.
I didn't see much of a foul there either, but you
That's not the point.
Carp at him all night. Of course it's not the point. 38-30 is the score. The Lakers are down. And with the ball, we've got Allen. Gets a screen by Chucky Brown. Allen down the middle. Allen in deep. They block the shot, but the rebound comes off to Baker. Baker in the air is fouled before the shot. He was fouled before the shot by Byron.
Well, there's one rookie that didn't complain on the call. Ray Allen took that one to the basket. Very easily could have had a whistle called in his favor. No whistle was sounded. He hasn't said a word, hasn't looked at the official. He's just continued to play.
38-30 with 8:53 left to play here in the second quarter. Chucky Brown just came here from Phoenix after being traded to Phoenix from Houston, where he got a championship ring a couple of years ago. Brown gives the ball over to Johnny Newman. Newman was without a ring. He has to buy his rings so far. Bounce pass goes in low to Allen. Allen turns, holds it up, brings out in front. Excuse me, not Allen, but Baker out to Allen, and Allen hits another two-pointer. This was on the line, and it's 40-30, a 10-point lead.
Jake, he's one of the better shooters I've seen in the league.
You bet he's a good player all around. He can do everything that you want a player to do. Ball in low to Campbell, punched away and out of bounds by Chucky Brown.
Well, Chucky had a size disadvantage there, used his quickness to knock the ball free. The Lakers probably should go back inside to Eldon. They've got 12 on the 24.
They're going to bring Shaq back in the ball game the next time it's dead. The inbound pass is to Corey Blunt. Blunt gives the ball to Bryant. Bryant against Allen. Bryant, the high school kid, head and shoulder fake. He's down the middle. He's underneath. Feeds a pass that nobody could handle. Nobody at all. He didn't take the shot. When he gets in like that, he's got to take the shot.
But Chick, his mind is caught. I can see where he is. You know, he's trying to do things as Shaq comes back. He's trying not to do everything for himself, trying to be a team player, trying to make that pass. And there are occasions like that one where he should have taken the shot. But that's just the learning process that he's going through.
All right, he's out of the game now. Shaq came in to replace him. And Chucky Brown goes out of the lineup, and Lang returns.
Only
for
1
Milwaukee.
second on the clock.
1 second. Catch it and shoot. They don't. Well, Shaq shot it late. They going to allow that?
That's the longest second.
Wow. Look at the coach, Chris Ford. That was a half hour. Wow. 40-32. Ball in the front court to Newman. Bounce pass goes into Lang. Lang dribbling. Did he travel? No. Did Shaq block his shot? Yes. Shaq blocked his shot. Here it comes down, and we go to Van Exel. The Lakers got to do some rallying here. They're trailing by 8. Shaq wants to back in on Lang. Shaq does back in on Lang. Shoots an 8-foot jumper, walks it down. The rebound is off to Vin Baker. He averages 11 rebounds a game. Perry's got it. Perry gets to the three-point line and clears it off, giving to Allen, who has gone all the way. Pass in low. Vin Baker underneath. Put it up. It counts. He's fouled.
More and more players, Chick, are trying to go for steals in the low post. That is the worst place to go for a steal because you don't give your teammates time to help you if you're not successful. It's almost an immediate dagger. Once you miss it, they put it right into you, and Baker is at the line again trying to complete a three-point play.
Okay, now Baker shooting the free throw. This year, free throwing is 74%. They're a pretty good free throw shooting team, 74%. And the Lakers trail it by 11 for the third time. It's 43-32. And Van Exel comes to the front court against the forearm check of Perry. Van Exel around a screen by O'Neal. Underneath, throws it in. He's fouled. Oh, that's an impossible shot. He had to jackknife that thing up from his kneecaps. Nice play.
And there's the kind of fouls that Andrew Lang cannot afford to get. He wants to save all 6 of his for Shaq, and now he's got 2 as the defense just broke down. Elliot Perry didn't follow Nick, and Andrew looked up and said, I've got to make a play. It was too late. He gets the foul, and Van Exel will get an opportunity to complete a three-point play.
Van went out of the ball game early in the first quarter because of 2 fouls. He still has those, of course, and he's looking for his 5th point. He gets it with the three-point play, and it's 43-35. Perry with the ball. Perry dribbling in the backcourt. Van Exel picks him up back there. Now the ball given to Johnny Newman. Front court to Robinson. Robinson holds it up against Scott. To Perry. He's quicker than a wink. Over to Newman. Good shooter. Got a 3. Johnny Newman gets his 6th three-pointer of the year, but he's only tried 21. They're trapping on Van Exel. He must have seen the tape of last night's game. Here's the ball to Campbell. Campbell dribble down the middle. Comes in low. Turns. Shoots. Blocked by. And Campbell looks at the referee. Doesn't yell at him this time because one more tee and he's gone. Campbell thought he was fouled by Baker. Jump shot by Robinson from the free throw line is good. And they lead it by their biggest margin. It's 48-35. And now with the ball, Van Exel. Van Exel's got it. Van Exel out in front, pointing to Shaq. Shaq's in playing the post against Lang. The crowd is going crazy. Shaq in deep, throws it up. No good. Illegal defense. That's a technical foul. Free throw plus the ball.
Well, that's, as you mentioned, the free technical foul. Byron Scott will shoot the technical on the illegal defense. That's the 2nd one.
We're getting a timeout called, but he's going to shoot the free throw now. That's when you're out there in your underwear and everybody in the building's looking at you. You're all alone. Byron's a good free thrower. All right, we're going to come back after this message from Southwest Airlines. This is the Lakers Basketball Network.
Scoring average of 98 points. 3rd in field goal percentage at 47%.
Van Exel with the ball. Van Exel against Perry. Perry, a 5-year veteran. Van is in his 4th year. Lob pass in low to Campbell. Campbell turns in deep, throws up a 6-footer. It goes up a good and go. And Campbell will go to the line and shoot 2 on the foul on Lang, his 3rd foul.
Maybe complaining to the officials doesn't work. No, seriously, that foul there on Andrew Lang. The only thing they could have possibly called, I thought, was maybe as Eldon's going up, he's walking into and under the shooter. As Andrew just put his arms up, Eldon go to the line and shoot 2. That's 3 fouls on Andrew Lang.
Free throw by is too long. Campbell rubs his hands together and says, give me the ball, I'll make one. That's only the 4th try by the Lakers in this game, and it's their 3rd. And it's their 1st miss. Eldon again. That's good. And the Lakers have made 4 out of 5 free throws, but they trail 48-37. Perry here in the 2nd quarter with only 6:08 to play, and they take a 20-second timeout. A 20-second timeout, and we'll be right back on the Lakers Basketball Network. 48-37, the Bucks lead the Lakers. 6:07 to play in the period. 19-24 now. Waiting for Robinson to bring it into Perry. Perry's a very good backup point guard. Back up to Douglas. Now the ball given to Johnny Newman.
Good defense by Corey Newman.
11 years in the league. This is his 3rd year here. Goes in the air, comes down with the ball, passing to himself unless there was a touch on the ball.
No, it can't be a jump ball. It has to be a travel.
If somebody didn't have a hand on it, traveling is a call. It's an easy play to call. He was just screened out and thought he saw something that didn't exist. And look at Paul. Hollers over to the Laker bench, says, you coaches are right. He thought it was blocked.
I talked about that being good defense by Corey Blunt, because after that timeout, that 22nd timeout, they set that play up for Big Dog Robinson, and Corey would not let him touch the ball.
Good. Van Exel's got the ball. Van Exel yo-yoing out here near the western sideline. We're down on the floor tonight. Shaq goes underneath, gets it slam dunk. Joe Wolf had 2 chances on that, slim and none. 48-39, the Lakers trail. 5.5 to play. Can they catch him by halftime? Let's find out. Perry with the ball. Perry, the southpaw, comes in low, gives baseline. Jump shot by Newman. No good. The rebound is Campbell. Eldon to Van Exel. They're pushing the ball this time. Van Exel down the middle. Now they slow him up. Over to Jones. He'll go into Shaq. He does. Shaq keeps the ball. He loves Wolf in there one-on-one. Shaq shoots it. Little count of it goes. It goes. Basket counts. Foul is on Wolf.
Joe Wolf is not Andrew Lang. Andrew Lang is a lot stronger. Can stop Shaq a little bit from getting to where he wants to go. Can't stop him altogether. But Joe Wolf has no chance.
Well, Joe doesn't flex the knees like Andrew does. Free throw is good. Shaq at the free throw line tonight is 2 for 2. And the score now is 48-42. The Lakers are behind with 5 minutes to play as the ball goes to Robinson. Robinson goes into Vin Baker. Baker uses his hips, comes underneath, puts it up, and look out of it goes. The foul is on Campbell. Campbell's trying to laugh this one off.
Well, again, it's because of his mobility. He just doesn't get the ball and try to just overpower you. He gets the ball, uses some strength, but he also uses quickness. Makes you move your feet as he gets away with a little bit of a hook with his left hand, but he gets another opportunity at a three-point play as Eldon Campbell will go to the bench as he has picked up his 3rd foul.
3rd foul. Baker going to the line has 15 points. Robinson has 14. They've got 29 tonight. They average, as we told you, 44.
Well, they're well on the way to getting a lot more to 44 tonight.
Baker's made 4 out of 5 free throws, 4 out of 6 now, as Sean Rooks gets a chance, and he's had very, very few chances this year. And when he's gotten them, there's only for a couple of minutes. Let's see if he can play the last 5 minutes here. With the ball, the Lakers. Rooks has got it. Takes it down the middle. Bad pass, but a foul on Wolf. Easy play to call. He almost tore the guy's arm off. And Chris Ford says, hey, you're not treating me very nice. There's Joe Wolf. Went to North Carolina, 6'11", 260.
Shaq back to the free throw line.
Yeah, he's going to make 3 in a row, isn't he?
No, are you asking or telling?
Telling. He's got a good stroke tonight. See?
Well, keep going out on that limb.
Oh boy, you're really trying.
The tree's big. There's a lot more of a limb to go out on. Is he going to make this one?
Well, of course he's going to make it. I told you he's got a good stroke tonight. I love people that gamble. 50-44. The Lakers pulled it within 6. Perry with the ball in the front court. Perry yo-yoing outside. Now he gives the ball off to Robinson. Robinson dribble, comes to the 16-foot area and hits it. Boy, he's a good shooter. Woo!
Well, Chick, at this level, when you get a shot from the free throw line, you should knock him down.
That's true. I'll admit that. 52-44. Wow!
If that's not a foul,
Jones a push, and I wonder why they didn't call it. Mahalik just looked at it. Here's a give and go to Eddie, and Eddie doesn't get the roll. He gets knocked on his back again. And here we go with Perry. Perry over the left side. Robinson underneath to Vin Baker. He's there. The ball slips out of his hands, apparently. Taken by Blunt. It's 2-on-1 against Wolf. Here's Van Exel underneath to Jones. He blows the layup. Rebound to Blunt. He puts it up and puts it in. Eddie can't get the lid off the basket.
Well, Eddie can't get a call either, Chick. He's got fouled. He's gotten fouled twice now in the last minute and no whistle.
I thought it was 3 times, frankly. 52-46. Perry with the ball. 3:41 to play in the first half. Perry to Robinson, the dead-eye Dick, puts it in.
You cannot trail and try to cheat over the top because he's got this good jump shot working. He just flares and gets the shot.
He's got 18 points now. Here's the ball taken away from Van Exel. It's a 3-on-3 break. Perry with it. Give the ball to Robinson. He's hammered, and 2 shots coming to Robinson.
One thing that teams are doing when the Lakers dribble to the sideline, they are trapping. And they trapped this time on Nick. Took the ball away, went the other direction. Sean Rooks has to commit the foul. That sends the big dog to the line.
An 8-point lead going on 10. The free thrower Robinson on the year, an 80% free thrower. Robinson doesn't rebound as effectively as you might expect. However, he's not a big burly guy. He's 6'7", about 230. Rebounding this year, he's averaging 6.5, and that's plenty for his size.
Lakers need a timeout.
Both free throws are good.
Just to regroup a bit.
They're down by 10, 3:20 to play. Van Exel gives the ball to Sean Rooks. Boy, you can see they were watching that game last night. And here's a timeout call by the Lakers. You suggested it right, Stu.
Well, 3:14 left to go in the half. Lakers down by 10. It's a lot not as large as you would think it is, a 10-point lead, because you still have 3:14 to play on the Lakers Basketball Network.
Ticket for just $9. Day of the game. Ball is in to Van Exel. Van Exel working against Perry. Van Exel yo-yoing up and down, 2 southpaws. Now the ball to Eddie Jones, in low to Shaq against Wolf. That means Shaq's going to the hole. He's going to the hole. It might be an offensive foul. Oh, nope, they didn't call it. I thought maybe Shaq gave him a little bit too much left arm.
But the one thing that he did good, Chick, was he kept the left hand on the ball with the right hand. He did use his left elbow, but he kept that left hand on the ball, and that's what saved Shaq and got Joe Wolf in trouble.
Boy, Shaq has got a nice half again. He's got 21 points. Free throw is good. He's made 5 out of 5, has he not? Wow. Keep going, Shaq. You might break Bill Sharman's record. He made it 6 in a row. 56-48, 3 minutes left to play. I'm glad to see the big fella do that for more reasons than one, Stu. Perry with the ball. He is such a nice guy. That was a very quiet bus ride up here last night, folks. The guys felt just as badly as you do, and maybe worse. The ball to Perry. Perry's three-pointer and away. No good. Rebound is off. Rooks can't get it. It's knocked away and out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson.
Robinson almost came up with that offensive rebound, but could not hang on.
Sean Rooks is a big kid, 6'10", 261, from Fontana, California. Went to Arizona. Now with the ball, Van Exel. Van Exel looking into Shaq. They clear it out so Shaq can go one-on-one. Give and go. Back to Jones. Reverse layup. That's good. He got one to fall. Nice play between the two, and the Lakers trail by just 6. Still time to catch him before half. Robinson with the ball, unless you'll give him shooting space. Now the ball to Robinson once more. He wants to go to Vin Baker. He also wants to shoot. There's the shot, and he hits it. He's only had 3 assists in 2 years. I'm only kidding. 58-50. And with the ball, we've got Van Exel. Van Exel in the front court. Van Exel yo-yoing up and down. Van Exel gets a screen. He goes around that. 17-foot left-hander. That's a nice shot. That was really worked well between the screen by Shaq and the Van Exel shot. Now we got Perry with it. 58-52. The Lakers are behind. 1:49 to play in the period. Into Vin Baker. He's going to turn and shoot. A 10-footer. No good. The rebound is off. Taken by Shaq. Here they come. 3-on-3. Now the defense outnumbers them. Van Exel with it. Going in deep. Getting in trouble. Van Exel almost had his arm taken off by Perry. Ball goes in low to Shaq. Shaq underneath. Plays it up and blows the layup. Joe Wolf got hit in the upper lip. He may be bleeding. Now we got Perry with the ball.
Shaq is trying, I think, to get a technical because he felt again that he got fouled.
Stepping out of bounds is Perry along the sideline. How does he know he didn't step out of bounds? His back is to the line. He's squawking.
They all squawk.
I know they do. The trouble is it transcends into the people in the stands. Turnovers in the ball game, 7 and 8. Lakers have 7. Van Exel with it. 1:07 to play in the period. It goes into Shaq. Poor Joe Wolf. He knows that Shaq's going to do something against him. Here's Jones. Shaq throws it away. Intercepted by Perry. That's a great play defensively. Perry comes in deep. He's hammered. That's 3 fouls on Van Exel. Boy, Perry is so quick and fast.
And Nick picks up his 3rd, so with only 53 seconds, he'll obviously go to the bench. You don't want him to have 4 before halftime. Elliott Perry changed the direction. Little fake gets Nick up in the air. Nick makes sure that Perry doesn't score it. He says, I know I'm going to get a foul, but shoot 2.
All right, Perry at the line. Perry had, as you have been told earlier, 4 good years in Phoenix. As a free thrower, he's magnificent, 86%. Little guy went to Memphis, 6 feet, 160. Number 2 pick when he came into the league. He came in with Charlotte. Then he went to Phoenix. Last year averaged 9 points, shot 78% of his free throws successfully. He's made 13 out of 15 this year. Scott and Van Exel have each made 29 of their last 32, each of them. Both free throws good, 60 to 52, 5-0 seconds, 50 seconds left to play here in the first half. Fisher with the ball. The Lakers have trailed most of the way. The ball into Shaq. Shaq against the hand check of Shaq gets the rebound, and the foul is called on Wolf. Well, they didn't call the foul when it should have been called. He had his hand right in the middle of his back the whole sequence.
And also, it was a little bit of a late whistle, and that's what upsets not only the players, but obviously the fans as well. Shaq working against Joe Wolf and gets hit on the shot, but they wait just a split second to blow the whistle.
Harry had no form on that shot at all. That was the old style, and he missed it badly. He had made 6 in a row, and he's still remarkable at 6 out of 7.
Biggest cheer of the night, and it's for a missed free throw. Elliot Perry going to the locker room. On that fake, he got hit by Nick, and I think he may have been cut.
Oh, wow. All right, here's Douglas back in. 32 seconds left, 8-point ball game. Pass was wild, and he traveled. Lost his balance. Now the Lakers can cut the deficit to just 6, 29, well, let's call it 30 seconds, 29 and 8/10. Blunt is in the ball game for the Lakers. He is not a scorer. Rooks is in the ball game. He is not a scorer. So they got 3 scorers in there, we would say, without hurting anybody's feelings. Fisher with the ball.
You already did.
Wants to go to Shaq. Shaq backing in. Turn right hand up. That should be a foul. They don't call it on Shaq. They do not call it on Shaq. I thought he pushed off, frankly. That's 5 fouls on Wolf. The Bluebirds are getting a warm out.
Joe Wolf is becoming almost like a sacrificial lamb. He's got 5 fouls in the first half. They're trying to save, obviously, Vin Baker and Andrew Lang for the second.
Shaq has made 7 out of 9 with that one. He's only had 1 bad stroke tonight. The other miss was not a bad stroke. Look at those. Very nice release. Good rotation. 18 seconds left. Might have a technical. What do we got?
Foul on Derek Fisher.
Derek Fisher didn't have a foul to give, so it's a dumb foul. That is really a bad foul. That's a rookie foul.
Who they sent into the free throw line? Sherman Douglas on the hold?
Douglas is a 63%er.
The only way
Fisher's telling the ref what he did.
The only way it becomes a good foul is if he misses one of the 2 and the Lakers get the last shot of the half and they get 2 points out of it and they trade 2 for 1.
Free throw is good.
There it is.
No good. And so Douglas will go back up there, 64%.
Good foul, Derek.
Very bad foul, Derek. Second free throws, no. Yeah, he missed them both. Oh, they missed it. Here's the ball knocked out of bounds by Fisher, and it'll go out of bounds to the Bucks.
That's the second time on a missed free throw in this half they've gotten the rebound, and that just really shouldn't happen that often.
Shaq in this ball game in the first half has 26 points. Here's a whistle.
Foul on Sean Rooks.
Sean Rooks gets a foul. I don't know. I don't think that's Phi Beta Kappa.
No, they're trying to see if they can get this missed free throw thing down pat. See, they've missed the rebound a couple of times, and they want to see if they can get it right.
Here comes David Wood in the ball game. He's been around 7 years in the league, never drafted, went to the CBA, went to Italy, played in Spain, and played with 8 NBA teams. Joe Wolf is a hero to this crowd. He goes out. All he did was get 5 fouls.
Well, he had them to give. Can't take them to the next game. There's not a carryover.
Chucky's a good free thrower. A little bit like Jamal, his form, yeah. Jamal, he's nominated again this year for the Hall of Fame. Boy, I hope he makes it. Look at Chucky. He was with the Lakers, you know. Missed that one. Rebound to Shaq. 11 seconds. See if the Lakers can get a basket back. Now we got 5 seconds. In low to Shaq. Working Brown is guarding him. Shaq shoots a 17-footer, no good. Half is over. We saw a little of everything in that half. The score is Milwaukee 61. The ultimate driving machine. Maybe it was just a rest period. I don't know. But it's worth reporting.
Well, an extra 3 minutes in the locker room normally is just he has more stuff to talk about, because you don't do that, because you really want your players to come out and get a nice warm-up prior to the start of the second half, because that's a cool-down period. You want to be nice and warm when you start this ball game.
That's what I thought, too. All right, it's 61-54. Van Exel with the ball. Campbell's got it. Coming in low. Turn, shoot a right-hand jumper, and hit it nicely. He's made 3 left-handers, and that's a nice right-hand turn, little hook shot, and the Lakers trail by just 5. With the ball, Sherman Douglas. Van Exel with 3 fouls. Got to be extremely careful. Douglas uses the screen magnificently. Bounce the ball into Lang. Lang shoots a hook over Shaq. No good. Rebound tipped by Campbell, and it goes to Shaq, who will get credit for the rebound. Now the ball to Van Exel. Van Exel shoots a 3-pointer. It's straight, and he got it.
That was an old-fashioned 3-pointer.
Van Exel's first 3 of the night. And the Lakers pulled it within a basket. Closest they've been since the bus brought us up last night. Douglas with the ball. Douglas takes the ball over to Allen. Allen dribbles. Go to the base. He's away from Jones. His 18-footer no. The rebound is off to O'Neal. O'Neal almost double dribbled. Give the ball to Van Exel. Van Exel changed direction. Comes pivot. Lose the ball. Turnover. And the ball picked up by Allen. Allen front court to Douglas. He's going underneath for the reverse. Can't get it, but they can get the ball to Robinson. He missed. Baker missed once and then tips it in. Baker tipped it in. 63-59 is the score.
Boy, Vin Baker plays the game.
Boy, doesn't he, though? He plays with intelligence.
Yeah, he really does. I really like him a lot.
Yep. He's out of Hartford. Here's Shaq coming down the middle against Lang. Throws up an off-balance shot and then rolls in. Shaq was almost falling on his face.
Chick, if Shaq takes 1 or 2 more dribbles on that play, because Lang is established in that one spot, he's going to get a layup.
63-61, the Lakers trail. Robinson fakes, goes down the middle, feeds the ball to Baker. Unselfish pass, and the basket counts or travel. No basket. Travel. I like Vin Baker. He comes away from the play with a smile on his face. He didn't agree with it, but he says, well, maybe I did travel.
And if you want to get a break from the officials, that's really the way you have to approach it.
Van Exel comes in the front. You think they don't talk to each other, the various teams of threes? They don't work in threes particularly. They will divide the reps up with different teammates, let's call them. Here's a give and go. Bad pass by Shaq. It's intercepted by Douglas. Coming with Robinson. Douglas the distance. Score. Douglas fell down at the end of it trying to draw a foul. Didn't get the referee's nod. Jones has got it, and the Lakers are down by 4, and Jones with it. Looks inside to Campbell. Gets it in there. Campbell pushed a little bit by Baker. Now Campbell body bumps him. Campbell underneath. Turn, shoot, bank shot, missed a 1-footer, and the rebound is off and taken by Lang.
He never did get the ball in his hands.
Here's Douglas. Douglas out to Lang. No outside shooter. Robinson, he's a shooter from anywhere in the building. He'll show you like this, right there. Got it. Isn't that amazing? I love to watch good shooters at work. It's like an artist at an easel.
And when you're playing a shooter, Chick, you cannot give him any space, because as a teammate, I can't help you if you're allowing your guy to shoot jump shots.
I know that, but you got to admit that he's a beautiful shooter. That's stroke. All right, we got Kersey with it. He didn't play much in the first half. Brings it over to Eddie. Eddie Jones against Robinson. Robinson not a noted defensive player. Eddie goes to base, and Robinson fouled it. And Robinson's got to argue with the referee. Foul is on Robinson. The Lakers have a little bit of a huddle near the free throw line. You know, and the free thrower will be Jones.
Basketball is a very emotional sport in the sense that, you know, you're such an active person out there that things get to going, but you still have to give the officials somewhat leeway as to not be in their face on every call.
Eddie gets the free throw. The Lakers trail by 6. 9 minutes to play in the third. He makes another one, and it's now 68-63. Eddie Jones in the ball game has got 6 points. It just seems like more than that because of that one spectacular highlight play. Now we got Douglas. Douglas looking for Robinson. Douglas picked up and brings it over to Robinson. He fires again. Didn't make it. He's human after all. And the rebound is Shaquille O'Neal. Coming with the ball in the front court, Van Exel. O'Neal has got 9 rebounds. Van Exel dribbling, looks into Shaq, takes it in there. He's against Baker this time. Didn't shoot it. Brings it outside. 3-pointer by Jones. No good. Rebound goes up and comes down in the hands of Baker. That was a strange play by Shaq. All right, Douglas with it.
I thought after he made the pass, the 3-second violation would be called.
He was still in there.
Yeah.
All right, Douglas has got the ball. 8:20 to play in the third. 12 in the 14. Bounce pass baseline. There's going to be a foul call. It's going to be on Lang. Oh, sure, a leg foul. Tried to set a screen, but he was practically running.
And that happened because Eddie Jones didn't just lay on the screen when he's running into it. He makes sure he kept going, and Lang moved just a bit, picks up the foul, and Lang now has four, but Joe Wolf has 5.
And Van Exel has 3, and here he comes. The Lakers cannot afford to lose Van Exel. All right, Van Exel with the ball. Goes to dribble. Guarded by Lang. Brings it out to Campbell. He's got an open shot from the free throw line and drills it. Nice play. Assist goes to Van Exel. Van Exel in the assist department with 6 again tonight. That's what he had last night. All right, Allen's got the ball. Looks into Vin Baker. The score, 68-65. Baker turns. He's going to have a whistle. Huey Hollins makes a call, a foul on Eldon Campbell. That causes Campbell to break into a hearty laugh. But it's not funny. It's his 4th foul.
Plus, Eldon already has 1 technical, so he better just hurry up and get to his man, not even look at the official. You don't want to get kicked out of this one.
Armand Gilliam comes in, and out goes Lang. Waiting for the ball to come in. It's snapped and brought over here to Baker. Baker's a big lanky kid at 6'11", 245. Dribble drive against Shaq. Comes back. Out goes the ball. It's picked up by Eddie Jones. The defenders are back, and Jones wisely calls off the pursuit. Down the middle he goes. He's not going to stop this time. Lays it up left-handed and scores. Oh, that was a nice play.
You talk about knifing your way to the basket.
Woo. Lakers are down by 1. Here comes Allen front court. Ray goes down the middle. Ray puts it up. He missed it. Body's on the floor. Rebound is off. No basket yet. Rebound to Campbell. Kersey was on the floor a long time in the 3-second area. If there was no possession, so he could lay in there all day. Jones dribble, and he's called for hooking with the arm. Eddie Jones, the foul. Eddie gets his first foul of the game. Lakers, they're trying to get that lead. 68-67 is the score.
Eddie just shaking his head, talking about, look, I get beat up on the other end. I go down and get a little bit of a hook, and you call a foul on me?
Here comes Douglas. Sherman Douglas, dribbling the ball, has been with several teams in the league. Came in with Minnesota, and then was with Boston 4 years. Here he is now. With the ball, we got a pure shooter, as I call him, Robinson. Robinson backing in, turn, and a foul. They call a foul on Kersey. After the foul, Robinson, who was 20 feet from the goal, shot the ball up at least 20, 25 feet straight up in the air, and it went in. Timeout is called. Stu?
Well, the Lakers find themselves right back in this ball game, Chip. We've got a new game. 6:48 left to play in the third. The Bucks up 68-67 on the Lakers Basketball Network.
All right, the ball is in play, and it comes over to Douglas. 6:46 left to play here in the third quarter. Lakers have made 5 out of 7 shots in the quarter. Milwaukee only 3 out of 10. Dribble drive. Douglas loses the ball. It's off his leg and out of bounds under pressure from Eddie Jones.
Those are the kind of plays that drive coaches crazy, because that's out of a timeout. They expect you to really execute out of a timeout.
All right, let's see if the Lakers can execute a lead here. They're down by a point. Third quarter. Oh, wow, Van Exel. I thought he gave him a little bit of an elbow. Shaq lobs underneath to the wrong team. Baker jumped up and caught the pass rim high. Here comes Baker dribbling the ball in the front court. He is 6'11", pretty good leaper too.
Eldon's got 4 fouls, so.
Oh, that's charge, isn't it? They didn't call it. Bank shot by Baker is in. Well, I'll tell you, Campbell got hit pretty hard, but he must have faked some of it. Ball goes in low to Shaq against Gilman. Comes underneath, blows it. Foul is called. And it'll be 2 more free throws for Shaq. He made 8 out of 10 in the first half.
Okay, go out on that limb.
Gilliam's got 4 fouls. No, he won't make this. He's at the wrong end of the building.
This is the bad end?
Yeah.
Come on, big fella.
Well, wait a minute now. You're not so bad. He'll make this
Be quiet
one.
for a minute. Season high 35 points for Shaq tonight. In the first half, he had 26. So is he on his way to a new season high?
Yeah, I told you he's going to make it. All right, it's 70-68. And coming the ball in the front court, we got Douglas. I think 26 was his biggest half of the year. Bounce pass comes out to The forward Robinson, dribble drive, stop, shoots over Kersey, drills another one. Boy, he is having some shooting night. In the first half, he had made 10 out of 14, and he's made 2 out of 4 here, so he's 12 out of 18 on the game. And we're just getting started. 72-68, the Lakers are behind. Van Exel takes it into Shaq. Shaq holds it up against Armand Gilliam. Gilliam is short at 6'9" against Shaq's size. Shaq turns, shoots 15-footer. No good. Tough luck. Didn't get the roll. A rebound to Baker. Baker gives the ball to Allen. Allen in the front court. Penetrates. Comes in deep. Throws the ball out of bounds. There's no way you could find an excuse for that. He just made a bad play. I'd like to have him on a team, though, making bad plays for me, wouldn't you?
You better believe it. He's going to be. He already is, but he's really going to be some player. He's a shooter, but that's why you want your shooters to give the ball up to your point guard and then get yourself open.
Campbell out of the game, and here's Van Exel hitting another 3. Van Exel over Douglas, and the Lakers are 1 point down again with 5 minutes to play. It's now 71-72. And we've got Douglas with the ball isolated against Van Exel. They got quite a duel going. There goes Robinson. The double team on Douglas. They pass to Robinson. Robinson out in front to Baker. Vin to the dribble. Comes in deep. Sees Shaq. Gives to Gilliam. Gilliam shot no good, but a foul is called. Gilliam's knocked down. Vin Baker was going to go to the hole, and all of a sudden he looked, and there's Shaq in front of him. He made a pass.
Made the pass to Armand Gilliam, and Gilliam gets 2 free throws. He also got the brunt of that contact. Shaq picked up his first foul.
Here's a good free thrower. Gilliam played for Tark, of course, at UNLV. Free throw is good. Comes from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Gilliam
was a wrestler in high school.
Yeah, he was the number 2 pick in the country when he came in with Philadelphia, then Charlotte. New Jersey, second free throw, no good. The rebound is off to Kersey if he can keep it, and he does. Score 73-71 against the Lakers. Van Exel with the ball. Little hippie hop to the dribble. Going down to the southern goal to our right on the simulcast. Dribble drive. Stop. 17-foot jumper. No good. Rebound Shaq. That might be good. It is good. I was surprised he didn't slam it.
You talk about a guy moving their feet. Shaq was at the free throw line, and he ran around $2 to get that offensive rebound.
For $2, I'd run around it. Here's the dribble drive. Douglas coming in deep. 15-footer to give him the lead back. 75-73. So the Lakers caught him. Now Douglas gets him back. Van Exel going to try to get him back for the Lakers. Comes underneath. Shot blocked. Blocked by Baker. A great block shot. Here's the ball to Robinson. Baseline to Douglas. 15-footer won't go. The rebound down to the other end is Van Exel alone. I'll bet he makes it. There you are. See?
But see, that's Ray Allen's fault, because when you have a transition basket, 2 guards in the play, 1 guard who doesn't have the ball has to recognize, is there anybody back for defensive back?
Boy, Douglas and Van Exel are really going at it. Constantly going at it. I don't mean just with words. Arms, elbows. Here's a pass out to Gilliam. He comes down the middle. Little count of it goes. It didn't go. He was fouled. That might be Nick's 4th. It might be Nick's 4th. It is on Nick. It's his 4th. Now what do you do if you're the coach? 3:30 left in the 3rd. You're tied at 75. You take him out for the rest of the quarter?
Well, he's got 4 fouls. It's a gamble you take if you don't, because you can't lose him. You're right there tied up right now. I think you take him out and you see how
I
the flow of the game goes.
And bring in Fisher. I do too. But that's why we're not the coach. That's why the big bucks go over there.
That's right.
Here's Gilliam again. Buck. That's good. They lead it again, 76-75. Van Exel coming with it, and the way he and Douglas are banging bodies and elbows, he's got to be very careful. Pass into Shaq. Shaq O'Neal backing in on Baker. Little hop. Throws up an 8-footer and scores. Wasn't that a nice move? Wasn't that a nice move? Think of him, folks. The size that he is carrying those 22 shoes. 77-76. The Lakers have the lead. And we got Robinson with the ball. Robinson holds it up. 3 minutes to play in the quarter. He throws a bad pass, unless it was deflected. It was by Kersey.
Kersey's has his work cut out for him, obviously, but he is working hard.
He's very tired.
Glenn Robinson.
You can see that Kersey is really tired.
Well, he's not 100% healthy.
Of course
either.
not.
That's one of the things that holds him back.
Ball into Allen. Sabalos will be back soon, we hope. Here's Robinson with the ball. Dribble drive. Stop. Now goes around and shoots a 15-footer that won't stay in for him. He got a bad break, and that is the 3-on-2. Van Exel in the middle. Van Exel all the way. Brings it over to Jones. Jones in the corner. Jones shoots a three-pointer. It's on the way and good. Now, will you give Van Exel an assist on that?
Yeah.
I think so.
Absolutely. I'd give him an assist.
All right, it's 80-76, the Lakers' biggest lead of the night. And we'll be back after this message from Southwest Airlines. This is the Lakers Basketball Network.
Flying to the Bay.
Lakers shooting 14 out of 18, 78%. The Bucks have shot 4 more, but they've made 1 less, 59%.
But Shaq is the guy who's carrying the free throwing. Shaq has now made 9 out of 12. The score is 80-76. The Lakers lead it with 2:40 left to play. Shaq's having a real fine ball game. He's got 33 points and was indicated a few minutes ago 35 is his season high. His career high is 53. Douglas with the ball, trailing by 4. They've led it all evening here in Milwaukee. Douglas yo-yoing up and down. A wrestling match inside. Jones and Allen tangled up. 2 nice guys. Pass into Baker. Baker against Blunt. Shoots over him and scores from 6 feet. He's a smooth forward, isn't he?
Yes, he is. And he can also play the center position.
Yes. All right, it's 80-78. The Lakers in front. Van Exel with the ball. Says to Shaq, come out above the 3, but don't shoot it. Shaq shot 2 3 attempts this year. Missed them both. Out the ball to Jones. Foul. Oh, he called traveling. Probably was traveling, but after that there was definitely a forearm foul. So the Lakers could be caught. Ray Allen's going to take the ball out of bounds and bring into Douglas. Either one could be the point guard, but Allen in college played the off guard, and that's what he's playing here. But he told me he likes to play the point too. Then he doesn't have to guard those wonderful people that are so good, like Michael Jordan in the 2 spot. Here's the ball into Baker. Jump shot outside. Robinson. He missed another one. I think he's missed 2 in a row. That's unusual. He's got it back though. Maybe he can make up for his miss. The Lakers are up by a basket. Head and shoulder fake. Here comes Robinson in deep. Give the ball underneath to Gilliam. He scores. Nice pass by Robinson. Very nice. They score 4 in a row. We're tied at 80. Kersey with the ball. Kersey hit a basket in the first quarter, then went to the bind. Here's the ball to Shaq. Going to score over Gilliam easily. Gilliam cannot guard him. Why don't they put Baker on him? Is Baker in foul trouble?
Baker is more important to them offensively than is Gilliam, so they're going to let Gilliam take his shots first.
Well, anything that pleases the coach. 82-80. Here's a dribble drive by Baker. He gives the ball to Gilliam. Gilliam comes in deep and travels. No question. He did the bunny hop and the pea patch. Lakers up by 2. 82-80. 1 minute left to play here in the period. And Van Exel with it. We're coming to the end of the third quarter. Ball goes over to Eddie Jones. Jones to Shaq O'Neal. Shaq underneath to Jones. He's there. He blows the layup. That's about 3 of those that's got away from him tonight. Tough shot, but he should have made it. Here's a jump shot outside by Douglas. That's no good. The rebound to Robinson. The Lakers have a 2-point lead until this guy gets through shooting. Robinson with it. Wears jersey number 13. Remember when Wilt wore that? Pass in low, broken up. Nice play by Corey Blunt. Well, go all the way, Kersey. He didn't. Fouled. Fouled on the floor. On the floor, so there is no free throw.
And only 24 seconds left in the quarter, so the Lakers will get possession and a new set on the 24. They should be able to work for the last. That's a continuation there. If they're going to call that a foul, they're going to have to call that continuation, give him 2 shots. But they didn't.
All right, the ball being brought in to Van Exel. Both clocks are almost the same. About 0.2 of a second difference. So we'll call them as we see them. 17 seconds left. 14. Van Exel going to try a 3 at the end of the period. He pivots. Defender doesn't go for the fake. It goes into Shaq. He's got it underneath. Slams drunk. Hits the heel and comes over and out of bounds. Listen to the crowd on that.
That was some try, though, Chick. It seemed like his left arm was down. I don't know if it was being held down, but that right arm extended up, threw the ball just a little too far back to hit the back of the rim, and it went into the stand.
That happens to every slam dunker once in a while. Everyone. I don't care if he's 3 feet tall or 10 feet tall. All right, now the Lakers got to hope that they don't give up a deuce or a tray here. Be careful. Allen from midcourt. Well, he hit the glass. At the end of the third, the Los Angeles Lakers are up on top, Stu.
Yeah, they've overtaken the lead of the Bucks and see themselves with a 2-point lead, 82-80 on the Lakers. After Shaquille O'Neal with 35, and for the Bucks, Glenn Robinson has 27. The numbers are pretty close, Chick. Field goal shooting, 32 out of 60, 53% for the Lakers. The Bucks, 32 out of 61, 53%. Bucks are with a 4 rebound edge, 32-28, 13 turnovers for the Lakers, 16 for the Bucks.
Here's a severe test for the Lakers. Now they take Shaq out of the lineup. When they took him out in the first half, the Bucks went on a little bit of a run. So the Lakers will start the fourth quarter. Last night at this time they were up by 18. Tonight they're up by 2. They got Fisher. He's one rookie. They got another rookie Knight. They've got Blunt, Jones, and Campbell.
I tell you, Travis Knight matched up against Vin Baker. Wow.
Here's the ball to Robinson against Blunt. Robinson drives the base, turns, shoots, 8-footer block. Nice play by Blunt, who comes down with it, and then instead of holding on to it, throws it away. Now Robinson for 3. That's good. There was no reason for Corey to throw the ball away.
Well, he was losing his balance and falling, and he wanted to get rid of it before the travel was called.
Better a travel than to give it to them in action, just like what happened here. But anyway, the Lakers are down by 1. Ball to Campbell. Campbell out in front to Eddie Jones. Bad back into Campbell. Slam dunk, two-handed. Vin Baker got beat on a gamble play defensively. Nice play by Eldon Campbell, who gets his 15th point.
Well,
He's got 7 rebounds.
Just talked about gambling in the low post. Boy, when you miss, you're in trouble.
You're in big trouble. The Lakers lead it by 1, 84-83, and here is Perry with the ball. His first name Elliott. Out to Robinson, 16-footer. That's good. I haven't seen a shooter this good. Even Kukoc, he has good nights, but this guy does it every night. Here's a holding foul against Newman, holding Eddie Jones. The score is 85-84 in favor of Milwaukee.
Well, he's playing so well without the ball tonight, too, Chick, and his shot is falling for him. He's got that good, quick release, so he creates problems for you like that.
He's got 32 points. I'm going to get the number of shots he's attempted and made here.
14 out of 23.
That's pretty good, isn't it? All right. Dave Feldman and Dave Schuster are our statisticians. They came up with us from Chicago, and they are really good. Fisher's got the ball. The Lakers are down by a point. Fisher dribbling against Perry. Fisher holds it up. Gives it into intercepted. Look at that. Baker uses his arm for another interception and steal. Perry comes the other way. If you're going to throw it into Campbell, you got to get it up high. Here's the ball cross-court to Newman. Newman to the dribble. Down the middle and deep. Lay it up and in. Nice drive, beautiful drive. 87-84, and here's a whistle at the other end. Going to have a foul called. It's going to be on Robinson. That's his second foul. Team second. Here comes Shaq back in. That's what I was saying. You can't win without Shaq. You got to have him in there.
Yeah, but you'd like him to be obviously as fresh as possible. We need some rest as Johnny Newman attacking the basket gets an easy deuce to put them up by 3. Now they bring Andrew Lang back because you're in the final quarter now. 10 minutes to play. Andrew Lang has 4 fouls. No use in letting him sit over there.
Shaq has got his season high tied. Jump shot going down the lane, put up and missed by Fisher. Here we go with Perry. He's really quick. Comes back out in front and snaps it over to Newman. Bounce past the baseline. Baker is alone. He shoots a 17-footer and misses it. The rebound is off at the line. Out of bounds off of the Lakers. Robinson will take it out with a reset in the 24.
And he's the guy that caused the ball to go off of a Laker with his effort.
Here's the ball to Perry. 10 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. Perry's got the ball. Second game of a 3-game trip. Bounce pass into Robinson against Corey Blunt. Turn, shoot, and makes a 17-footer. He's on fire, folks. What's his season high? Robinson's season high is 44, and he's heading right after it. He's got 34.
That's also his career high.
High, the ball goes in low to Shaq. Shaq backing in. The Lakers are down by 5. Shaq in deep. Has the ball knocked loose. Lang thought he fouled him. He just stopped dead in his tracks. No whistle. Perry stops. 2-pointer in the way. Short. Rebound is to Campbell. And a foul is called against Milwaukee. Wow. Out of the ball game goes Blunt. Into the game comes Byron Scott. Somebody else has got to be coming in. Van Exel is coming in. Scott and Van Exel on the backcourt now. 89-84. Eddie Jones goes up front. That means he's got to guard Robinson. We got the ball given off to Van Exel. In low to Shaq O'Neal. He's against Lang this time. He drives toward the basket. He puts it up. Lang fouls him. Lang hit the ball. That's true. And then he hit him on the hand coming down. All right. Shaq will go to the line, and Shaq's been at the line quite a bit. That's 6 fouls on Lang. Shaq is 9 out of 12. Yes.
He just, I mean, not only did he hit him going up, Chick, as Shaq was trying to go up, he had a hold of his left shoulder and was almost pulling him down. I don't know why they're arguing over this call. I thought it was rather easy to make. Andrew Lang goes to the bench with his 6th personal foul. Now the question is, who do they bring back? I assume they'll bring back Armand Gilliam. Yeah, here he comes.
Well, if they do, you talked about gambling on Baker. They better put Baker on Shaq. If they leave Armand in there, it's going to be lights out, I think.
Well, it's still, I think, still too early to put Vin Baker on him because Baker, well, he has only 2 fouls, so I think you could start, put him on him for a little bit, but I don't know if Baker has the strength that's necessary to hold Shaq out of position. Armand is a very strong player.
He hasn't. Free throw by O'Neal gives him 10 out of 13 in the game. And it also gives him his 36 point. Are you saying? Well, they told me they had a screen thing up that he had 36. He's got 36 now. That's a new season high. Free throws are both good, and Shaq has made 11 out of 14. I have to keep checking those numbers because it's so unusual. Robinson fires. He got it, a 2-pointer on the line.
Well, the hottest guy in the building, wide open. How's that happen?
In this quarter, he's made 4 out of 5 shots, including a 3. The Lakers are down by 5, 91-86. And here's the lob under the Shaq, out of bounds. Terrible pass by Campbell. And Eldon says, I'm sorry, Shaq just threw it too hard. 8:43, lots of time to play. The ball to Vin Baker. Vin Baker into Robinson against Eddie Jones. Robinson's caller. Out to Newman. He fires for 3. Didn't get it. Rebound to Gilliam. Gilliam brings the ball to the dribble and then holds on to it. Looks for Perry. Gives to him. Boy, they're putting up some threes, aren't they? Perry yo-yoing. Perry comes out in front. That's a 2 if it goes. It didn't go. Rebound is to Shaq. Shaq to Van Exel right in front of us. Van Exel in the front court, 8:15 to play. Van Exel go to the base. Left hand 18-footer. In there, it stays in. Boy, when they start bouncing around like that, they sometimes flip out.
And I know exactly what Coach Chris Ford is yelling at Elliot Perry for. That's 2 shots that he's taken. When you've got a guy like Glenn Robinson and Vin Baker in the game, you've got to go to your strength.
Well, they just went to him. Here he is. Can he make another one? No, not this time. Scott had the rebound, drops it, and it's out of bounds to Milwaukee. Timeout is called by Milwaukee. The score is 91-88. The Lakers are behind on the Lakers Basketball Network.
Men's haberdashery. Haute couture.
Can't do it all. You have to go to your bench, and the bench tonight is, in points that is, the Bucks are winning that battle 16 to the Lakers 6.
And they're winning the basketball game 91-88. We're in the 4th quarter. We got 7:53 to play. The ball out of bounds with a full 24. It's brought in to Johnny Newman on the simulcast. Chick Hearn with Stu Lance watching the ball. They're trying to get it to Robinson. I don't blame him. There's a foul called on Eddie Jones. Robinson almost did the splits over there when his left foot hit a soft spot, and Eddie Jones grabbed him.
This is when you need, defensively, you need a guy that can really deny a certain one player from catching the basketball. With the shot clock, they won't look to him but for so long because they don't have time to milk the clock.
That's the Lakers' first team foul, but here's good news for Laker fans. The Bucks are out of fouls. Here's Newman going in on Scott. Out to Gilliam. His shot is blocked by Campbell, and they got a foul against Newman. Scott went up for the rebound, and Newman ran into him. Now, that is 5 fouls. That's free throw time.
And that sends the Lakers' best free throw shooter to the charity stripe, and that's Byron Scott.
Yeah, Byron has made 29 of his last 33.
85%er.
Douglas will be back in between free throws. Going to try to get somebody to sit on Van Exel. Byron's free throw is good, cutting the Bucks lead at 91-89. The Lakers led a couple of times. In fact, they led going into this quarter 82-80, I believe. Yes, they did. Here's the next one for Byron. Made them both, and it's 91-90. The Lakers scrapping for a win here. And then on to Minnesota Saturday night, and then home before going on Christmas Day to Phoenix. Here's the ball out in front to Douglas. Douglas isolated. Here's a screen. Douglas got the open shot. 17-footer no. The rebound is to Shaq O'Neal. Shaq O'Neal with 12 rebounds. Van Exel with the ball. 7:15 to play, and the Laker basket gives him the lead again. Here's the ball. Lob to Campbell at the free throw line. He shoots it from the free throw line and hits it from the free throw line. Boy, that wasn't very good defense. Eldon made a nice shot. 7 minutes to play. And the Lakers now come up on top. They trailed, and they caught him and passed him again. 92-91. Here's a pass in low, and there's 2 points for Robinson. Eddie Jones can't handle him.
And nobody can tonight.
No, that is 38 points for him. In the last quarter, he has made 6 out of 8 shots.
That's the most points the Laker opponent has scored this year. Previous high was 37 by the mailman.
Bounce pass goes in low to Shaq, trailing by a point, the Lakers. Shaq turns, he moves Gilliam around, didn't make the basket. He ought to score at will against Gilliam. He can push Gilliam around. I don't care how strong Gilliam is. It's not the strength that he can handle O'Neal. Anyway, we got Sherman Douglas with the ball. 6:16 to play. And here's Baker in low again to Robinson. Robinson out in front. They swing it. Douglas. Vin Baker. He fires a 2. In and out. Hard for a rake. And the rebound of Van Exel. Van Exel coming out of the backcourt. Van Exel looking down the middle. Van Exel coming in deep. Throws up a left-hand 10-footer that won't go down. The rebound is to Gilliam. Falls off of his hands and goes to Newman, actually. And Newman reaches the front court. Moving along the far of the eastern sideline. Now Douglas with the ball. Over here to Robinson. Robinson having one of the great shooting exhibitions I've had the pleasure of seeing. Here's a great fake underneath. Oh, what a play by Baker. He faked Shaq right out of his shoes. 95-92. And those are big shoes. That was a nice play. Van Exel with the ball. Gives to Byron Scott. Scott looking inside. Goes to dribble, does a handstand, and a foul is called on Newman. That's free throw time. You know, I told you at the beginning of the game that 44 points was the average per game. Robinson and Baker. What do they got tonight? One guy's got 38 and the other's got 23. That's 61 points between the two. 61 of 95.
You think Chris Ford, coach of the Bucks, is happy about that last call on the foul against Johnny Newman that sends Byron to the line for 2? I don't think so.
Byron takes his time bouncing the ball. A lot of players do that for rhythm, and he had perfect rhythm.
It's going to be a nice 5:23, Chick. 5 minutes and 23 to play in the fourth, and we've got ourselves a 2-point game. Byron shooting another free throw.
Okay. Made it. He has made 31 of his last 35. And it's 95-94. The Lakers have made 20 out of 24 free throws tonight. That's unusual for them. Very unusual. Robinson's pass goes over to Gilliam at the base. 15-foot jumper won't go down. Rebound is tipped by Shaq. Comes over here to Van Exel. And the Lakers could get the lead again. Van Exel with the ball. Van Exel down the middle with a 360 turn. Cross court to Jones. Jones sometimes travels on that first bounce with dribble. This time he did not. Here's his three-pointer over Robinson. No good. Rebound off. Tipped by Shaq, goes to Newman, and Newman coming with 4:45 left to play. And Newman in the front court. Newman looking inside. Robinson's guarded by Jones. Now the ball to Robinson. If he makes another basket, that'll be his 40th point of the game. Baker's got it. Comes in deep on Shaq. They rip it away. Shaq took it out of his hand. Baker says nothing. The lead is to Scott. What a pass by Van Exel. Van Exel threw a 55-foot pass, and Scott was streaking.
That's what you do. You get out in transition some, get some easy baskets so that Shaq doesn't always have to fight 5 defenders.
Shaq made that great steal right out of Baker's hands as Baker was trying to score. Possibly a 4-point switch on that play. Douglas with the ball, 4:12 to play, 8 on the clock. The ball to Baker. Backing in on Shaq. Comes in deep. Puts it up and Shaq blocks it, but they call a foul on Shaq. Shaq doesn't say a word. No question he hit the ball. He must have came off the ball and got the arm, or maybe hit him with the body. Now Shaq is talking to one of the referees, but not in a mad fashion.
Well, you talked about the play where the Lakers got an easy deuce after the ball was out in transition. Nick finds Byron Scott really running the lanes and finishing to give the Lakers a 1-point lead.
All right, it's 2 free throws coming to Baker. They're down by a point. Baker, a good free thrower. Free throw is good, but one good, one no good, and it's 96-96. We play with exactly 4 minutes left in regulation. The Lakers have played back-to-back overtime games. Van Exel dribbling in deep over to Jones, drive around Robinson in deep, 8-foot bank shot. Oh, he got a lucky roll. It was a little bit low. It caught between the glass and the rim and then crawled over and in. Unusual way.
Eddie was due.
Now it's 98-96.
He's had some bad luck tonight.
Douglas with the ball. Douglas dribbled behind the back accidentally. Now Douglas looking. He wants to go into Robinson. I don't blame him. That's money in the bank. Robinson comes outside. Robinson stops for a 2. He got it. That's 40. It's only been a week ago that he made his 44 career high. We're tied at 98. That is brilliant marksmanship. Yeah, unbelievable.
Really on fire.
Van Exel with it. Last night we thought Kukoc was hot. Well, he was. He made 23 in the 4th quarter. Dribble drive down the middle in some of the worst defense you'll ever see.
That should have been a
allowed Campbell to score.
Should have been a 3-point play. He got pushed right in the small of the back as he was shooting.
100-98. The Lakers have won 9 out of 10 games when they've scored 100 points. The only one they lost was last night. Allen with the ball is back in there.
Illegal
defense.
But it was a fake pass, and that's what threw Shaq off. Shaq's going to double team, but if they rule that he faked the pass, then he's in a legal
They're
position.
ruling that he did fake it, and they're going to rule it's not illegal. The referee's going to say, I made a mistake. That's good description, Stu, and good calling by the referee. Timeout is called now.
2:53 left in the 4th, and we've got ourselves another good one. A 2-point ball game as the Lakers see themselves up 100-98 on the Lakers Basketball Network.
To play. 64% shooting tonight for Robinson, and that means he has made 18 out of 28. And Shaq, of course, has his new season high 37, including 11 out of 14 free throws. The ball to Robinson. Robinson dribbled. He's going to get the shot off. It's in the air. It's no good. The rebound is off. Free ball, out of bounds, and it goes to the Lakers. Boy, I'm telling you, you usually won't get that call because the referee standing there saw Scott chasing the ball, so he normally thinks that Scott touched it last.
Yeah, that's why if you can get it, you should. I don't know if Byron could have retrieved that one.
Here's the ball going into Shaq. Shaq to Jones, comes underneath, reverse, he didn't miss that, baby, and the Lakers lead it by 4. He's had about 3 or 4 of those get away from him tonight on tough tries. That's not an easy shot. He's virtually behind the board when he delivers the reverse.
He's traveling at a high rate.
2:20 left to play. Ball to Baker. Baker's fouled by Shaq. That is the 3rd team foul on the Lakers. Ball goes out of bounds. How many is it on Shaq? 3?
That last play, Shaq and Eddie, the ball goes in. It's just simple give and go, and Shaq gives it back, and Eddie, using the backboard or the basket as an ally there, gets the deuce.
I'll tell you, there's a lot of players inferior to Eddie Jones. He is some kind of a talent. All right, Douglas with the ball. Douglas against Van Exel. Bounce pass goes into Baker. Baker back to Douglas. We're looking for Robinson. They give instead to Allen. He traveled, yeah. He moved both feet. Got a lot of referees in the crowd here tonight. A lot of them. But now the Lakers have the ball. 2:04 left to play. They have a 4-point lead. 4th quarter. We'll be in Minnesota on Saturday night. Have it for you in these same stations. Then Exel Eddie Jones. Jones is going to go into Shaq. He's against Gilliam. Backing in. Not taking much time off the clock. Shoot a 7-footer and hit it for his 39th point. And the Lakers lead by 6. Boy, I'll tell you, this is a gutty performance. I said at the top of the show, it's going to be a gut check for the Lakers to see how they respond to being knocked down. They passed the test. We'll be back.
Technology to absorb shocks and bumps and help prevent your CDs from skipping. Then we brought it here to the...
Right above it to take it out of bounds is Allen. 1:50 to play. Better get it in pretty soon. Ball knocked away from Davis, rather from Baker and out of bounds. So they'll take it out again. That took a second off the clock, but I think they're... Yep, it's okay. 104.98. 1:49 to play. Allen brings the ball in to midcourt to Robinson. To Douglas. Robinson had 44 last week against Washington. He's got 40 tonight. Douglas dribble drive. Screened by Baker from the free throw line. He shoots a 15-footer and misses. Rebound tipped up. No. Rebound to Gilliam. Puts it up and puts it off the rim. No. Rebound Baker. No, but he was fouled by Van Exel. Van Exel's 5th foul. And you say, well, that's nothing. There's only a minute 33. What if you go to overtime? That's something big, isn't it?
Yeah, but I tell you there, that's even
they
though
were
it's
lucky.
his 5th foul, I think it's a good foul. Vin Baker was under there all by himself, getting ready to just put an easy one in, make him shoot 2 free throws.
He's made in the ball game 4 out of 7, 5 out of 8 as he makes that one. You still got a minute 33 to play. That's a lifetime.
Yeah, you still need to get some offensive of your own.
You bet. The next one by Vin is no good. The rebound is off to Campbell. Campbell in the rebound department tonight doing a real good job. He's got 9 rebounds to go at 19 points. Isn't that about what he had last night?
Almost exactly what he had last night.
Van Exel with the ball to Eddie Jones. Going into Shaq against Gilliam. Takes some time off the clock. 8 seconds left. 7, 6 seconds. Shaq shoots and hits a beautiful baseline. Frozen rope. 16-footer for 41 points. Wow, he's had some night. Shows you what you can do when you make free throws in addition to the field goals. I mean that sincerely. 106-99. Here's the ball in to Robinson. Gives it to Gilliam. Dribble drive in deep. Throws it up. No, but a foul is called against the Lakers. That's about all that he could hope for. Jones raises his hand because he didn't have many fouls. That's who they called it on.
Shaq.
They called on Shaq. Jones is trying to get the foul. That's the 4th foul on Shaq. 1 minute and 1 second. 106-99.
Pretty good shootout between Shaq and the big dog. Shaq has 41 and the big dog 40.
Free throw is good. This guy's a real good free thrower, 80%.
Well, one more basket by the Lakers, Chick, and I think you can...
I will.
No, that's not what I was going to say.
Oh, isn't it? William, both free throws by Gilliam good. If the Lakers going to do anything about this? No. Then take the ball out with 1 minute and 1 second to play and a 5-point lead. Ball in the backcourt to Byron Scott. Scott gives to the point guard Van Exel. Lakers should take plenty of time this trip down. They're 16 in the 24, 50 on the game clock. And now we've got 13, 47. A pass shown away. That's what can beat you. Here we go. Douglas coming down, trailing by just 5. The ball over here to Allen. Allen dribbled against Jones. Pivots on Jones. Oh, is that kid clever? He throws up an 8-footer. It's on the way. No. Rebounded Jones. Nice rebound. He's fouled intentionally by Vin Baker. Boy, that's a nice rebound by Eddie Jones. I'll tell you that.
And that was not a good shot by Allen.
No.
After he faked Eddie Jones and Eddie didn't go for the fake, Chick, that's when he should look to pitch the ball back out and get something. But he stayed with it, took an awkward, off-balance shot, and the Lakers rebounded it. That Laker was Eddie Jones, and he got fouled. 2 free throws here pretty much should put this one away.
That was a great rebound. You talk about Allen taking a bad shot, and he'd be the first to tell you he did, but that's the learning experience of a rookie, isn't it?
Well, the Lakers may be last in the NBA on the season at 65%, which they are, but tonight they're awfully good. 20 out of 24, 83%. Eddie makes the first of their 21 of 25.
The next one is on the way and good. This game's in the refrigerator. The door is closed. The lights are out. The eggs are cooling. The butter's getting hard. And the jello is jiggling. And the Lakers are 1-1 on the road trip. Douglas dribbling down the middle against Van. He bumps Van with the shoulder, knocks him off balance, and scores a 2-footer. 23 seconds left in a 7-point lead. Here's a foul called intentionally, put on by Douglas, and going to the line will be Van Exel. Let's see the Lakers scorecard here for a minute. 19 for Campbell with 9 rebounds. Shaq's got 41 points and 10 rebounds. Van Exel's got 10 assists and 17 points. Scott's got 10 points. Well, the people here are die-hard fans, boy. They're sticking around. I don't blame them.
They don't want to go outside. What do you mean? They're not die-hard fans. They don't want to go out in the cold.
I'm lucky. Last night I had to sleep in my shirt. They lost my bag. Free throw by Van Exel is good.
No good.
No good. 103, 108, 109, 103. Timeout the Bucks. So the Bucks suffer their 10th loss of the year against 13 wins, and the Lakers win their 19th game of the year. And no matter what Seattle does against Portland tonight, the Lakers will remain at least a game ahead of them, and if they lose, they'll be a game and a half ahead on the Lakers Basketball Network.
I don't know how he's going to fit.
This holiday season.
Basketball tournament conducted by the Lakers and your local YMCA. You could win a chance to play at the Great Western Forum, plus other prizes. Call your local YMCA for details. Boys and girls ages 9 to 17. Call your local YMCA. 22.5 seconds left. Douglas will take it out of bounds. This is just a rehearsal for a game that they might be playing in the near future. Allen comes underneath, throws it up, no good. Rebound to Shaq, and Shaq is fouled immediately. So he's got a chance to he's going to be attempting his 15th and 16th free throws. That's the most he's ever attempted as a Laker.
I don't care about that. I want to know if he's going to make it.
Oh, you're after me again. It's been so easy tonight. I hate to take advantage of you.
Well, take advantage of me.
He's going to miss the first one.
And then he'll make the second one?
I haven't decided. There he missed the first. All of them in the truck are waiting for you to catch me. Now, he's going to make this one. Oh, it came out. Rebound is off. Luntz got it to Jones. 14 seconds left. It's all over but the showering. And here's the foul called against Allen. So Shaq is 11 for 16. It's a darn good win for the Lakers after that tumultuous affair last night. A very good win. They had a meeting this morning at 11 o'clock. What was said in the meeting, I do not know. It's really none of our business. But whatever was said.
Well, the meeting, they do that once in a while when they travel that
know.
night and get in late so that they don't have to get up and have the shoot around. They just have a meeting. So.
But they got up
like
early.
Yeah.
All right, it's 103 to 111. Lakers win their. Here's a block shot by Shaq. The rebound is off, put up, and then, hey, that's Robinson that knocked that one home, and that gives him 42 points. At the other end, we got Blunt not going to shoot the ball. The Lakers have the ball game won. Final score 111 to 105. So let's see. The Lakers were 9-1 coming to this when they scored 100. So they're 10-1 now, scoring 100 points, too.
Yeah, and like you said, they passed the big test tonight on their way to the victory on the Lakers Basketball Network.